Hey guys, Brian Powell sitting here in VR as always. We got off to a little bit of a quiet week this week. A little bit of a lot of not going on, a lot of stuff not going on in the PSVR world. But things have turned around, man. Things have turned around, and we got a lot of stuff happening today. We got the Sniper Elite VR patch. We got this patch. We got the news about Fire Sprite. So it's been a pretty crazy day, and of course we're going to talk about all that on Gamescast. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. Let's get started here, man. Let's get started. So, as you can see, Haru's here, glowing eyes. So I think the first question everybody would ask about this is like, what's the first impressions about like graphically here? And I really had to double check and make sure that the patch was downloaded, because without comparing things side by side, it really didn't seem like anything had changed. But there is a level of detail further out that you'll notice. There's shadows further out that you'll notice. Overall, it does look a lot better. When you get back to the safe house, which is obviously where I started, it was like shocking. I was like, this looks identical. It was still very, very shimmery, very low res. And so I'd like to see what other options are coming. Yeah, let's take these guys down. This is still very much the tutorial areas here. This guy's coming around this way. Let's go over here. Down that guy. Let's see what this guy see me? I don't think he sees me. Yeah, I love everything about Hideo Kojima's stuff. Like, I like the Abandoned stuff. I like everything that has to do with Abandoned and Blue Box Studios. So yeah, that stuff is always on my radar. It's like the news stories I care most about, to be honest with you. Way to go, Haru. Kicking ass. Kicking ass. Yeah, so I mean, so the quick answer here is, yeah, it does look better. I don't think if you didn't play it side by side, like one right after another, you're gonna notice. But things do look sharper. Definitely looks a lot better than like I said, when I first jumped in, I was like, what? Let me double check and make sure the patch is downloaded. But now that I'm making it a little bit further, I can see some of the improvements. This does seem to be just graphical updates. I think that they've got another patch in the works for some of the combat stuff, for some of the the combat mechanics, and I don't know if like the awareness of the guards will change with that as well. Whisper words of wisdom, tree. Yeah, so if you were holding off on playing this because you were waiting for updates, I think you're going to want to wait for the next update to come, because this is nice and all, it looks better, but it's not, doesn't really affect gameplay very much. So, or at all, I suppose. Hoop, 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 hoop. Dudes, hopefully you guys are all having a nice day. Hey, what's up, Dave Station? Lots of cool cats in the chat. Hopefully you're all having a good day. I forgot how to crouch. There it is. Yeah, I was actually, I got whoever just commented in the chat about Tenshu. I totally agree, man. I totally agree about the grappling hook. I really wanted it to be, you can grapple anywhere. Yeah, the Sniper Elite update is pretty great. Definitely got rid of a lot of the graphical issues that game had. The Sniper Elite patch was great. That was a really nice surprise because the PSVR patch notes didn't say too much specifically about improving the graphics on that. But just getting rid of the anti-aliasing helped big time. I mean, if any developers out there are listening, it's like give us the option just to turn the anti-aliasing off all the time, especially on PSVR 1, man. It just blurs. It just makes everything look blurrier than it needs to. Oh man, take a nap, man. You can take a nap and check this out later. Get some sleep in before Gamescast. Well, I won't judge you. Did they lower the amount of fog? I don't know. I think there was a little bit of extra fog before to kind of to cover up the level of the detail, because now you can see way further out. Or at least the detail of what you can see further out looks better. And this really is one of those games where, you know, when you dive into it, you go, oh man, this is kind of blurry. Even still, you know, even with this current patch, you jump in and go, oh, this is kind of blurry, and then you keep playing, and then you go, wait, what was I thinking? This actually looks pretty damn good. It is a little bit of a blur, but that's not what you're thinking about when you play this. Unlike something like, say, I don't know, D-Magnet that I've been playing the last couple of days trying to get a fucking review out, man, which has been the biggest chore ever. That game is blurry, and the blur actually gets worse as you play, because the further in D-Magnet you get, the further out you have to look. And so some of the puzzles are just like half impossible, because you're trying to look way out and see like what color is that wall up there, and it's like so small you can't even really see what's going on. So alright, I don't know which. I think that guy's facing the other way, but let's play it safe and get Haru on this shit. She's the best, man. She's the best. Well, I mean, I guess a second best now that we've met Bullet. Haru's pretty fucking cool. Aren't you? Aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Tornado's at my foot. She's like, why are you cheating on me, buddy? Wait. You just stay right there. Uh-oh. I guess we're gonna have to actually fight right now. Man, this cannot wait for the combat patch. I'm swinging too fast for the game to register what I'm doing. This combat is not going well. Not even registering a single hit right now. So my problem with this has gotten worse, apparently. That was a problem I experienced occasionally before. Yeah, this hasn't gotten the combat patch yet. So hopefully they're able to address that kind of stuff. But somehow, yeah, somehow that was something that was happening occasionally to me before, and then whew, it just happened every single time I swung the sword this time. Yeah, so in case anybody's just stopping in, this is not the combat patch, as you can tell. This is the pro patch only. It's only taking care of some of the graphical issues, some of the shadows, some of the level of detail for distance, they said they did something with the anti-aliasing, but I do wish we could turn off the anti-aliasing completely though, because you can tell like that it's still on. I'd rather just get those crisp, clear edges. So yeah, but the combat patch is in the works, and so I'll tell you that the difference here isn't big enough for me to change its position on the top 25 list currently. But maybe once we get that combat patch, we can start talking about bumping it up further on the list. Watch, let me swing fast. Watch. So you swung fast that time, no problem at all. What's up here? There we go. I want to explore everything. I restarted the game for like I feel like the 13th time before starting the stream, and I still haven't finished a second complete playthrough, which sucks because I came really close and then I had to restart again for whatever reason, which kind of sucks because I really want to open up the level select screen and go for the and 100% this game. But maybe that's something I'll do. Wow, same issue on Swordsman, huh? That's something I've never heard. I'm sure you guys saw the aim assist. I was clearly aiming for the guy in the distance on the left, and the aim assist brought the shuriken to the right. Again, we've definitely had conversations about the aim assist in this game, and whether it's too much or not. And I would say it could be toned down a bit, but I'm not totally unhappy with it. For me, it's more about taking my time and finding all the shurikens I can to make sure I have enough, rather than being super precise when it comes to taking them down. Nice. What's up, Beats? You know, again, this is really one of those games where, like, or one of the instances where if you didn't just play the game before the update, you're not going to see a dramatic difference when you play the update. But if you start looking around for specific examples of what the update did, I think you'll be like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. Now it's Ryan. This game is pretty easy. Especially if you take your time and you play it stealthy, like the way the developers want you to. Yeah, nice and slow swing there, so as not to screw anything up. What's up, Breath? Here, let's get the high ground. Were there blinders before when you used to do the grappling hook? I think there used to be blinders when you did the grappling hook, so I'm happy that that's gone. Also, the speed seems to be adjusted. I don't know if that's a thing, or maybe this is all just in my head. But let's go pick up whatever that is over there. Pop down into cover. No one's around. Let's make sure no one's around. More shurikens. One of our collectibles over here. Get out of here, crow.
将軍様は岡本一族に寛容でいらっしゃった。岡本一族が武士としての気高さを取り戻し、地道に恩を返すことで罪をお許しになったのだ。だが岡本の激しく燃えたぎる傲慢さによって血が流れ、この男は自分を恥ずかしめた両親をも殺害した。
Yeah, for anyone holding off, this is not the update you were waiting for. The update, like, you know, I think when AJ, Dave, and I talked about this game extensively, when we talked about this extensively on Gamescast when we reviewed it, we talked about the graphics and said, oh, it's slightly blurrier than we expected it to be. But that wasn't really our big concern. Our big concern was the combat and how all the boss battles felt identical to each other. The boss battles felt really easy. There was no physics involved in the combat. It was all just, you know, parry this way or parry that way, and then respond with a slice, and then it registers. So combat is like just way too easy. And as you saw just a few minutes ago, I have problems when I swing too fast. So that's the patch you're going to be looking out for. And of course, as soon as that drops, I don't think it's too far out, but as soon as it drops, we'll definitely, you know, check it out and see how much it improves the game. But if that's what you...
狼だ。なんであれ、私が殺してやる。春、弱い。
Oh, nice. I'm glad the still videos are helping you guys out. That took everything out of me. Like, each video was a full day of work. So I really wanted to get them out earlier because I wanted you guys to have plenty of time before the sale ended. But man, it was just exhausting. Do I like Arashi better or Swordsman better? That comes down to what kind of game I like more than, you know, how well the developers actually did, to be honest with you. And I like games with long single-player campaigns like this, where you're actually progressing and you're, you know, moving through levels and toward a goal, and you know, you're acquiring different weapons. And I know Swordsman, you could say, has some of that, but the Swordsman is ultimately like an arena fighter, and arena fighters aren't really my thing. So as much as I love Swordsman, yeah, this is the game I'd rather be playing. Oh look, more arrows. Alright, let's move along here. What time we got? We're going to play a little bit longer here. I just wanted to get some first impressions for Gamescast and hang out with you guys a little bit. Like I said, I already played Sniper Elite, and so after this I'm going to have to get Gamescast set up. So you can see when you look at this, when you see like all this stuff in the distance, you can tell it looks better. Definitely less blurry. But then stuff up front, you're like, wait a minute, that still looks blurry. Every time I get to this section, I always want to be like, can I hop from the tops of these things? And I don't think I can. Let me see. Let me experiment a little bit here. Oh, sorry. Take care of that guy real fast. Yeah, the sniper elite options are exactly what we were asking for, man. Good stuff. Get to turn off the, being able to, it just, I don't know if it just turns off the anti-alias thing all by itself, or what the deal was on that. But it looks clearer because of it, like much, much clearer. What needs to be done about the PlayStation VR multiplayer situation? That's something I'm unaware of. Everything seems fine over here. But yeah, getting rid of those vignettes, the blinders, anytime there's an explosion in Sniper Elite, that really helps. And being able to turn off the blinders when... Yeah, there you are. Good girl. There we go. Yeah, that was silly. Oh, hey, help me out. Go, 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 go. Go! What are you doing? Oh, okay. Excellent. Oh, yeah, Solaris not being able to, it was so difficult getting multiplayer games going in Solaris, that was crazy. That's definitely an issue. You know, and it's like, we always tell people, hey, just come by the Discord and squad up over there and get a game going. But it's tough, man. The more players a game has, you know, 4v4 games or 5v5 games or whatever the hell you got going on, it just requires, I mean, getting 10 people together to play a multiplayer game, that's not the easiest thing to do. And that's why I really like co-op games, like 2-player co-op. That's why I really like 1v1 games. But honestly, single player's like always been my bread and butter. Always what I've loved more than anything else. Really? So the aim assist works really well until I try to just... There we go. No problem. Yeah, adding multiplayer games to PS Plus wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, it didn't work for Starblood. But I mean, honestly, you know, right now with PSVR 1, it's just gonna take a little bit of work on the player's parts. Yeah, you guys are all welcome to join the Discord. You're all welcome to join the Discord. You're all welcome to try to get games going over there. I mean, I've never seen so many PSVR gamers in one place in my life as with that Parole Discord. So, you know, feel free to head over there and try to get a game going. That's like honestly the best solution we have right now. The player base is small, and so if you don't, you know, other than just jumping in the firewall, I know people still complain about firewall and they're like, oh man, it takes forever sitting in lobbies, blah blah. I've never experienced that in like the last year. So so that hasn't been an issue for me specifically. Every time I jump in, it's just like, boom. Yeah, I mean, you know, you're asking a lot for a developer to make a single-player component in their game. That's, I mean, adding a single-player campaign into a multiplayer game is basically doubling the work and doubling the budget. And right now, PSVR games are, I don't think they sell enough copies, man, to even ask developers to do that. That's why most games are single-player or multiplayer, and not both. Let's go over here.
Okamoto が見ているのは叶わぬ夢の亡霊だ。自ら拒絶した運命によってこの男の心は滅んでいった。
But you know, hopefully all these problems will kind of resolve themselves with PSVR 2, with a bigger adoption rate and a lot more games that people actually want to play. You know, I think when there's like Call of Duty, you know, in VR, and then we get these hybrid games, and you know, obviously more hybrid games will have single player and multiplayer because, you know, they were designed for the flat screen from bigger companies and they have bigger budgets to do those kind of things. It's just going to be the best of both worlds. So that's the good news, is that next gen, I feel like all these problems are just going to be all set. It's like you don't want games that are only multiplayer? Well, there's going to be way fewer of those. And then if you do want to play multiplayer games, I think it's going to be way easier to find people to play with because there's a lot more people playing. Right now, VR is sort of spread out, right? We've got people on PSVR 1, we've got people on Quest 1, Quest 2, we've got people on PC, and you're not always able to play with each other. It's like not even the same games all the time, right? So I do think when PSVR 2 rolls around, and that just becomes the dominant force in the marketplace, like, fucking problem solved, guys. Problem solved. Alright. I know I gotta stop playing this and go set up Gamescast, but I kinda don't want to stop playing. Let's see if you can see me up here. I don't think you can. You can't see me up here, good. Wish I could see him without the HUD in the way. Oh. I landed on him and killed him. Alright. I don't think I've ever killed a dude by landing on him before. Dig it up, Haru. What you got under there? Dude, popping trophies left and right, man. Like, I don't know what the deal is. I'm pretty sure this is the account that I played on. Ooh, maybe it's not. Maybe this isn't the account that I played on before. Maybe it is. Who knows, man? I definitely want to platinum this game, though. I'll probably save the platinum run for a live stream. I used to do every Saturday for like months. I used to do platinum trophy attempts for different games, and I definitely picked some easier ones so that it wouldn't be an all-day thing. Go get him. While you're doing that. Uh-oh, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Go ahead, come on, let's fight. Come on, let's fight. A little combo going on there. Haru, what are you doing? This guy's just crowding me. What are you doing? How about the guy in front swim? Haru! What were you doing? Waiting for my command? You were waiting for my command? That's okay. It's a good thing you're pretty. Alright. Actually, guys, it's probably a good place to end. Like I said, I gotta go set up Gamescast and get that all ready to go. So, yeah, these are my first impressions of the Arashi patch 1.03, the Pro patch. Like I said, not mind-blowingly different, but definitely. You know what? Hold on a second. Can we go? We're gonna return to the safe house. Yes, we'll lose our progress. We're getting very used to losing our progress. I just keep saving over old games. I need multiple save slots. Every time I'm like, start a new game, let's start from the beginning. It's like, do you want to replace your old one? I'm like, no, but I mean, let's do it. All right, so you can. I don't know if you can see on stream. Yeah, got it. Look at this. So this looks the same, I think. Right? This was one of those. I think the dev said that there was a bug or
Arashi
something.
の息子よ、南の地で何かよからぬことが起きているようだ。夜明けにカラスがお前を糸こ気味の元へと導いてくれるだろう。
I think the dev said something about there being a bug or something that caused this safe house area to be blurrier or look not as good as the rest of the game, and that it doesn't appear that anything's changed here. So a little bit disappointing on that side of things. But again, guys, you know, as soon as the combat patch drops, we'll definitely we'll keep you posted on that, and we'll let you know how it all goes. And if you've been waiting to pick up this game, we'll let you know how that goes. But anyway, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you in just a little while on Gamescast. I love you.